as our thumbnail, maybe perhaps. That's what Kathy has mentioned to me. But I wanted to show something.
Yes.
See, Terry was known for being very meticulous and really, really taken to heart, ensuring that the buses he was going to take out that day, was immaculate, was ready to be presented to the public. And he did such a good job of that, that it just kind of, everyone took notice of that, including me, of course. But our operations department took notice of that. And before he actually, unfortunately, passed away, they were going to do something for him and show where he was coming from. And he had always loved his small broom that he would use to tidy up the bus before he took off. And so our operations department thought it'd be great to get a bunch of brooms for all of the other drivers, as kind of they called it Terry's broom, a Terry broom. And so if you can kind of see that a little bit, maybe they went out and they purchased a bunch of these brooms and handed them out yesterday. We did kind of it wasn't a memorial, it was just kind of like an remembrance kind of, gathering here for our employees. And, we shared some messages for them and stuff, those that could make it, and handed out. I meant they were supposed to be for drivers, but I've got some pool around here and was able to get me to get me a broom to put back here in my backdrop for us. So
and in that vein, I just want to say, if you're out there riding one of those buses and you rode one of the buses that Terry was your driver for, and you see one of those Terry brooms, maybe, a little tip of the hat and acknowledgement to what he really, all of the things that he added to our district, and the ways that he has left his mark for Sunset Empire Transportation District going forward. And it really, he was a tremendous person.
He was. And just a fun fact too, he was very apt and willing and able to help me on my video projects that I would do. And so if you happen to watch a particular video online, it's called Come Ride With Us for Sunset Empire Transportation District. He's featured on there prominently, and he does a great job. He was the single take guy. I never had to do more than one take with him. He'd always nail his lines first time. Kathy, you're another one of those people as well too. But I am sure
I don't know.
I've had to do at least one or two. But Terry nailed them all. So, But hey, now to the show though, and really, Kathy, I want to ask you a real important question to kick the show off. It's a fun question. It's be a lot of fun. Hopefully, to get us through our show here. What can you do around here in our community and ride the bus at the same time? Can you ride the bus to where you want to go, where you live, to where you want to go, and what you want to do? Are you ready to do that?
I'm having a little flashback, and yes, you can.
Yeah,
yes, you can. So, yes, it's so important that you realize that, especially on these hot days, tensions are rising, the heat's, the thermometer is going up into the red zone. Park your car one time. Leave it there. Park it once and get on the bus.
Yeah. Hey, let's call that the Park It Challenge, okay?
Yes.
This is not official, but I'm just going to throw that out to people right now. Hey, let's do that challenge. It's not quite the Ice Bucket Challenge, although that would probably be nice this Saturday. If we could do
Sunday,
yeah. But park your car. Try it. Give it a shot. That's all we're asking you to do is try it. We hope that you take to it. We hope that you can see that you can do all these things that you could do in your car that you can also do by riding the bus and taking public transit. So I think you should really give it a shot. Thank you, Kathy, for asking people to do that. Let's get out there. Let's give it a shot. Just try it. Try riding the bus to where you need to go. Try riding the bus to the Astoria Farmers Market, right?
Yes, Sunday is a great day to go to the Astoria Farmers Market. The Sunday market in Astoria is so much fun. There's great food, there's fresh vegetables, there's plants, there's crafts, there's all kinds of stuff, and you don't need your car for it. As a matter of fact, it's harder to get around if you bring your car, because then you have to find a parking spot. So we say leave your car parked wherever it is, legally, and get on the bus.
Just get on the bus. Just do it. I mean, think of the thing. I mean, there's food carts there. I mean, now in downtown Astoria, we know that there are plenty of restaurants, and we're not going to single any one of them out right now. But there are a lot of really nice restaurants that you can go hang out. after going to the market. But there's plenty of food trucks there too. Actually, it smells pretty good, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Things. They don't have to invent that stuff. They don't have to shoot it. It's there, So go to the Astoria.
And one of the dangers is if you have lunch someplace else and then you come to the Astoria Sunday Market, is you're immediately going to be hungry again. So,
you will be hungry again, yes.
Just jump on the bus, walk down to the market, jump on the bus to get home, whichever way you want to do it, and check it out. Check out food. You can check out some crafts, some gifts to give. If you're visiting in the area, you can find some souvenirs.
Yep.
It's just a fun thing to do, and it's right there, and the Riverwalk is accessible, and downtown, and the film museum is accessible from there.
That's true, right.
You can do all kinds of fun stuff.
Yep, and Kathy, isn't there now, just not to belabor too much, farmers markets, as cool as they are, but there are a few other ones right south of Astoria. There's one in Seaside, and I remember you saying something about one in Cannon Beach too, right?
There's one in Seaside. There's one in Cannon Beach. If you're not up here in Clatsop County, there's one down in Manzanita. Farmers markets are a great thing to do, and you can really punch it into your phone and say farmers market near me, and you're going to find them all up and down the coast. They're a great way to spend a few hours of the day if you're out and about, and they're all on different days of the week, so you can actually kind of do a tour of markets in the area, and it's a really fun time. So, and they're accessible by bus, so you don't need to drive your car anywhere. And if you're not into farmers markets, there's other things you can do too. So you can ride the trolley up and down the Riverwalk area in Astoria. You can walk part of the way, hop on the trolley, go for lunch down at one of the places to eat right along the Riverwalk and jump back on.
Well, I'll tell you, that the trolley is really neat. And part of the reasons why I really enjoy the trolley is it's not just, though it is a form of transportation, you can get from the east end of Astoria, all the way over, to the west end of Astoria. I won't go across the bridge, obviously, but you can get, to just about everywhere. You can get to the farmers markets, just walk a couple of blocks. You can get to a lot of restaurants, a lot of other.
The Maritime Museum.
Maritime Museum's a big one, but the trolley itself and the people who volunteer on the trolley, by the way, they are wonderful, incredibly knowledgeable. I know a few of them. They really, really are knowledgeable and understand that every single time that there's just even 2 or 3 people in that trolley, there might be just that one person who needs to hear or wants to hear some of that history. There's a lot of history with the trolley.
Some Astoria history trivia that you might not find out any other place. And so, Jason, you've got some Astoria trivia history that you want to share that relates to your family.
Oh, yeah, relates to my family. Yes. Boy, you know what? Absolutely. Hold on just 1 second there. I need to remember what that history was. I can't quite remember it. Can you remind me where I was going?
So there's some fun things you can see when riding on the trolley. Like if you look up towards the hills in Astoria, you'll see some landmarks.
Yes, you can see some of those landmarks. Like, for example, one of my favorite places, that you used to be able to go. We can't go any longer, but at least from the trolley, though, you can look up on the hill, and yes, you can see the Astor School on the east end of Astoria. It's just right above on the hill over Safeway and that trolley when you look up there. But my grandpa, we come from a fishing family. We did shrimping off the coast here for many, many years back in the day. And during that time, my grandpa's boat was in the east end mooring basin, and he was going from slip to slip, or he had to go move to another slip or whatever. And they captured just that little piece of his outriggers. You can't see the boat, you can't see my grandpa, but we knew that it was those outriggers, and it's cool. So I say that our boat was in, kindergarten cop. So
there you go. There's your brush with celebrity.
My brush with celebrity. Yes. Yes. And I tell you, when you ride Old 300, and that's what that trolley name is, Old 300 there. I can't believe it was built in 1913. That was quite a long time ago, and I'm so glad they were able to bring it back. And it's a big part of Astoria nowadays. And when you're on there, yes, just crane your head either to the right if you're going on the east side, or to the left when you're coming back west. and you can look right up there and see the Astor School. They actually have done a great job in remodeling the Astor School. It's a great thing that they have done. It doesn't look too much. They kept some of the stuff from Kindergarten Cop, but yeah,
it's historical.
It's a place. Yes, it is historical. You can't go by the Goonies house any longer. That's a disappointment. But it's up
but
there.
you
So
can
might
see
look
it.
at
Yes.
You can see it. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
From
So-
a distance.
Yes,
So
from a
the
distance.
point is to all of
Yes.
this is that the
What
bus
is the
can be
point?
transportation
Yep.
and it is entertainment as well.
Absolutely.
So, you know, when you're out there and you're thinking about getting around and you're taking us up on our suggestion to park once and you're getting on the bus, remember that that whole ride is part of the entertainment because
Yeah.
you don't have to focus on driving in traffic. You get to look around. And so
Yep.
if you're riding the bus down the coast, look around. There's some beautiful scenery to take in.
Yeah.
Haystack Rock and the coastline. You get to see it all.
Right.
And so,
Columbia
yeah.
River. Yep,
That's
Columbia
the
River
point.
Together, you know, I mean, the Columbia River in of itself is just such a beautiful thing, and going down to the, you know, the Fisherman's Memorial and stuff is also another beautiful thing. If you can get down there, it's a wonderful park to just kind of hang out. It's quiet. It's not, I mean, well, there's traffic from the bridge, but there's just something special about being there and looking out over those pilings and just kind of imagining what history was. But Kathy, you know, I also, you know, as we're kind of coming to a finish up here, is just remembering that we're talking a lot about here in Clatsop County, but man, we can get out into Tillamook County and to Columbia
Well, I was just
County.
going to say, if you
Yeah.
live in Tillamook, get on that Pacific City shuttle on the weekends.
That's right,
It's
yeah.
free. You get to go down there and enjoy,
Yep.
you know, the restaurants and the beach and get out and about. And it's free. And just ride that shuttle. And it's a trolley now. So it's
That's right.
super fun, too. So there's that element of transportation and entertainment all in one. Get out there and ride that bus.
And one of my favorite attractions in Tillamook is the Tillamook Air Museum. So take the bus down there, one form of transportation, to go visit a museum regarding another form of transportation.
Perfect.
Great. It's a perfect place to go. And it's in that big blimp, you know, hangar. and
Hangar,
stuff. I think it's just amazing to go visit down there. And I always stop by the Tillamook Cheese Factory. It's a wonderful place to go.
Get a little ice cream cone.
Oh, get a little bit of ice cream cone. Yes, and see the process and how they make that stuff. But yeah, I mean, the point is yeah, there's plenty of places that we can go and enjoy our local community and really just experience everything that riding public transportation can have for you. Just take the day, park the car. If you're riding a bicycle, do that. Ride the bicycle part of the way. If you're skateboarding, roll the skateboard around for just a little bit, then hop on the bus if you get a little tired, or skate around one town and hop on the bus and drive on down to Seaside or something. You know,
And if you
can do
need
that.
help and you need to figure out how to do
Yes.
it, or you want to find the schedule, you can look it up in many of our areas on the Transit app,
yes.
or you can look it up on our website. Type in-
NorthwestConnector.org, yes. NorthwestOregonTransit.org. And it is such a really good way. They have a real good trip idea little box you can tick in there, and it'll show you a really nice. In fact, I'm actually looking at it right now.
Right.
So do
Thinking
that.
up the weekend's trip.
Yep. You know, and then if
Perfect.
you get really adventurous, hop on the Pacific Transit, just a really quick plug, and go north. Go hang out, you know, Long Beach and Oahu and stuff. Those are fun
Because we
places
have
to hang out to.
connections to there
We do,
too.
yeah, exactly.
You know, we're not only about, you know, one system in one bus. We want you to
Right.
get out there and reach it all.
Yep.
And on that note, Jason, we are on our shortened versions of shows because it's just us. And when we do have a guest to interview, we'll do
Yeah.
a longer show. But for right
Absolutely.
now, we're just doing the intense, quick, down and dirty punch, giving you the information, and we're out.
Yes,
So-
we are out.
We want you to have a fantastic weekend and take us up on our challenge to just ride the bus, park it once, and ride the bus. If you take some great pictures from the bus or from the trolley,
Yes.
stick them in the comments. We'd love to
Yes,
see
please.
them.
It would be
Yeah,
awesome.
let's see you riding the bus.
Yeah, it might have been kind of a wet June, but we're heading into a nice, dry, I hope, sunshiny, good weather. Perfect opportunity to get the family out there. Go take some pictures. And if you want to, please share them with us. We'd love to experience that. So cool. Kathy, amazing. It's amazing to always end a show. I mean, if 30 minutes went by pretty fast before when we were doing the show, 15 minutes goes by, zoom. It's
Absolutely.
like
and
really fast.
And just to recap, if you missed the
Yes.
beginning of our show, our thumbnail is our beloved driver, Terry, that we recently lost. And
Yes.
so that is why we have that picture posted to honor him. Look for the Terry brooms on the buses and tip
Yeah.
your hat to Terry.
Absolutely.
He left a great mark and made a big impression on SETD. So we're really
He did.
grateful for the time that he shared with us. And
Absolutely.
yeah. And Jason is celebrating a veteran transportation driver,
Oh,
a
yeah.
new one.
Yep.
We need at least one more, right, Jason?
Let's do it. Just one more driver would be really cool. If you're willing and able to get out there and help your local veteran out, please just give me a call and we can make it happen.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
Kevin.
Have a great